Hello, loves, and welcome to the April 2025 crystal channeling. And for those of you who do not know, I have been doing crystal healing and professional crystal work full-time for 20 years. And my work has really evolved from placing crystals on the energy centers, simply meditating with crystals, into what they call themselves, the crystalline consciousness calls itself 5D medicine with crystals. And that involves channeling their spirits, their consciousness, and what they call their light codes. So this is working with their frequencies, yes, but it's going beyond that. It's also working with the divinely encoded intelligence that is stored, received, transmitted through crystals, in crystals, in order to be of service to us. And they're guiding us to go deeper into the medicine. So as I talk about the energies of this month and what to expect, and the crystals that we're working with, really open to the resonance of the crystal that I show you. Because when you feel the resonance, that is the spirit, the consciousness, the frequency of the crystal, yes, but also the light codes they channel that are communicating with your cells and your cellular memory that bring us into the deeper, more powerful, but also hidden aspects of ourselves. And when you feel that resonance, it means your cells are receiving those light codes and are saying, yes, this is the medicine I need this month. This is the wisdom I need. This is the consciousness I need to help me with this month. So the first crystal that came through for April 2025 was Selenite. Okay, satin spar selenite. And you can work with whichever formation, size you have in your keeping. But just tuning in here first to selenite, because selenite has been one of my most powerful teachers in terms of the energy of April 2025. So here I'm hearing this word, and I've heard this word before, galvanizing. Many people are coming out of the slumber of stress, of heaviness, of feeling down, of feeling worried that they've been experiencing since the start of the year. And there's this galvanizing of spirit. There's a raising of spirits. There's a feeling of freshness, of renewal, of possibility. Embracing that change is one of our only constants, and realizing that what we need to do is focus our energies on ourselves, on our dreams, on what we are seeking to create and manifest into the world for our futures. So if selenite is resonating for you right now, what selenite, the consciousness of selenite is saying is, for this month of April 2025, it's going to be a turning point for a lot of people this year. We're coming up to this divergence of timelines that's happening about May, June, where the people who decide that they are co-creators in their lives are going to be traveling down, let's just put it that way, a more favorable timeline, whereas those who stay stuck and mired in the dark, in the heavy, in the fear, in the hatred, are going to be going in basically an opposite direction, an opposite timeline that is not favorable, but that will still have the karmic lessons that we need on a soul level to evolve. So if selenite is singing to you, if you're really feeling that in your cells, what selenite is saying is to work with it this month, because what you need is you need to start clearing out old, stagnant, heavy energy that you feel has been weighing you down for months. It is time to start clearing that out of your system on every level, energetically, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. This is your fresh start crystal this month. If you work with selenite, if it is resonating with you this month, what's going to happen is you are going to free yourself of that old heaviness okay, the hardships, the ill fortune that you feel has been befalling you these past few months, and it's going to start clearing those energetic patterns out of your system, old things that are no longer serving you. It's going to begin clearing that out. It's going to be raising your frequency, and it's going to be opening and expanding your perspective to greater possibilities. Again, raising your perspective and expanding it so that you can have that fresh start. So the second crystal that's saying to me for April 2025 is Nuummite. Nuummite. A beautiful soul anchoring crystal, but one that also anchors us into the deep wisdom of the earth, the energy of the earth. Because no matter how you identify, whether it's starseed, wise one, whatever archetype, however you identify in this lifetime on this planet, you chose to be here. You chose to incarnate here. And for some of us, Nuummite is saying, we have lost connection to our sense of purpose, our sense of certainty. There are certain things that have knocked us, or that we feel have knocked us off course in the past while, have knocked us out of alignment. And we're searching for our greater purpose here in this world that for some of us, we increasingly don't understand or feel despairing about or worrying about. And so what Nuummite is bringing us back into is it's bringing back us back into the wisdom, the connection, the knowing of our soul. Our soul chose to be here in this lifetime. Our soul has a purpose. Our soul has a very clear pathway. And when we come back into that soul connection, we come back into that sense of purpose, we come back into that certainty, we also come into a greater embracing and acceptance of who we are. So if you were feeling that for yourself in this month, Nuummite is the crystal to help bring you back into your power, bring you back into your knowing. It says this is going beyond intuition, dear one. Yes, of course, that clarifies and heightens when we're in that soul connection. But this is coming to your sense of purpose. When we are locked into our sense of purpose, it ignites our passion. And when we have passion, we have energy, we have drive, we have determination, but we also have joy. And we begin to engage in life in a way that is thrilling and nourishing for us again. So again, if Nuummite is resonating for you for this month, this is a crystal that can help you with that energy working. And now third and finally, we have Lapis. We have beautiful Lapis Lazuli. And so tuning into the energy, the spirit, the consciousness of this crystal. This crystal, the Lapis, is saying this energy, this frequency, this medicine is for those of you this month who feel like you need to see more clearly. You need to see the path in front of you more clearly. You need to have a greater understanding of what's been happening inside of you, within your consciousness, all these patterns, all these realizations of what's been driving you, or addictions that you may have, blocks, resistances, things that have been patterning underneath that you haven't been seeing up to this point, but that have been impacting or affecting your reality in ways that you may not have considered or may not have realized. And so as you're coming into this greater awareness, this greater insight, and being able to see back through your past, whether it's your past in this lifetime or also in previous lifetimes, ancestry, generational patterns, where you're saying, oh my gosh, I never saw that was at play for myself anymore. I never realized that this was an issue I had, or I can see how my mother or my father had this, and so did my grandmother, or so did my grandfather, and so on. So it's like you're coming into these realizations, and it's like, okay, I'm aware of this now. It's time to heal these things now. What is the pathway forward? And what Lapis is saying is that it helps to clarify that for you so that you can see your way forward, but you can also see your way forward to your dream, to that which you're moving towards creating. And again, this whole month has, yes, of course, there's still going to be challenges, there's still going to be weirdnesses, there's still going to be things that we have to face. But at the same time, there's something happening deeper within us. There is a healing, there is an awakening, there is an empowering. There's again that fresh start energy where it's like, okay, I see what's happening. I've got this. Now I can address this. Now I can face this. Now I can keep moving forward towards that which I truly desire. So it's really clarifying your vision, both in terms of your world and what you're seeking to create, but also what is happening inside of you. So again, if that message resonates for you this month, then lapis is your medicine stone. So I'm hoping that that's of service to you this month. Again, this is very much overall about shaking off what no longer serves, becoming aware of what's really functioning in our deeper consciousness that's affecting our realities, but also coming back down into our power, our ability to choose what we desire, what our purpose is, what we are moving forward into, and what it is we need to do this month energetically to help support us in this process. So again, I'll drop the link for my blog if you'd like to read the summary of this and also see some of the suggestions I've made in terms of working more deeply with the crystal that's saying to you. And if you felt that this was of service to you, please subscribe. I'm going to be sharing more about my magical world, more about this new work that I'm doing with crystals. And I have just opened my mystery school where I've got new crystal quests bringing you deeper into their magic, their medicine, into this 5D healing that brings us down into our cellular memory, that which has been encoded in our DNA that we've brought into this lifetime. So if that calls to you, again, I'll drop a link. You can click on that. Please subscribe. I will be back to share more, and thank you for watching today.